Okay, since last time, we've cleaned it, or you've cleaned it. We've also managed to get hold of the laser gun.
Where's the laser gun?
It's, here.
Here it is, yeah.
Pew, 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 pew.
And that, even though our James Bond set was missing, that is exactly the same as
This is exactly the same one that came with it. Pew, 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 pew.
And looking at it, Rob, was that an eBay?
It was an eBay purchase. It's in remarkably good condition. Yeah. And we got the game, or a game.
So the mission here, James Bond mission.
Yes, I see what you did there. I'm just ignoring it.
The mission here is to switch it on. We know it works on the screen, don't we?
Yes.
Get it to load a game basically, and then play something.
Yes, that's the ultimate plan, is to try and get it to play a game. Now this isn't the James Bond game. This is another action pack one called Light Games.
Yep.
So this is just a generic action pack light games version.
Yeah.
But it will allow us hopefully to test the gun on the screen.
Is it worth just seeing what this does again?
Yes,
just so we can hear the name. So
yeah.
I know we powered this up last time, but we've got a light on, and actually won't show the monitor just yet. Do you want to stick the tape in, Rob? See what it does. Obviously, we haven't told it to load anything, but
Shall I hit rewind?
Yes. Now rewind worked, didn't it?
It did.
That's quite smooth, isn't it?
The rewind is smooth.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. So yeah, so there is a tick, and actually there we go. In fact, that's it's stopped.
So the problem is with this spool, isn't it?
Yeah, I think there is a problem with the spool. Maybe there's something wrong with the drive inside. So it looked like it was going to work, but I think we might need to get inside and have a look. I've done a little bit of research online, and there's plenty of clever people out there that have taken these apart, and they all seem to point to part of this mechanism here, the bit that drives that I don't know, the wind spool, I suppose. I thought it could be belts that are slipping. If that's the case, they're quite straightforward, because I've got some belts in there that hopefully one of those will fit. If it isn't that, it could be a part of this mechanism here which breaks off. There's a little bit of plastic on the back.
Okay.
So when we open it up, I think that's the first thing we should check.
Yeah, I mean, we can always, you can put some of that gel glue on that,
yeah,
or we can, worst case, 3D print a new part. So let's do that then.
Should we get the lid off?
Yes.
Okay. I think when people are taking computers apart, one should take precautions.
Depending on what you're doing.
I always like to...
What do you plan to do with the computer?
I like to strap up while I'm...
do you?
While I'm working on these things. Yeah, I mean, this is years old.
I don't think you can get up on this.
I don't even know what that is.
Nor do I.
Yeah, I was going to say, you seem to come to...
We've hit that level already, haven't we?
It's so early on in the evening. Should we let's turn this round, and we've got this fairly clean. Let's whip the back off. Do you want to use your screwdriver?
Just listen to that noise when you undo the screws, because that's not been done before, is it?
Do you know what? I'm a bit obsessed with that. I was talking, got me carried. It says, "Have a little listen." Ready? That's
it.
That noise. It just means that nobody else, well, it's unlikely that anyone else has been inside here.
It's satisfying, that, isn't it?
You'll never get it again.
No, we won't.
But I think what we'll do, because there's a little Molex connector there, I'll pull it out and we'll just fold that over one side, I think, because I don't want to disturb.
Shall I move this out of the way?
Yeah, that'd be good. Look at that. Lovely layout again. So,
look at that. That's amazing. Look, it's funny, isn't it? Amstrad.
There we go.
Date code 90. I would think it's probably 1990 then.
Yeah. So maybe this was like a bit of a bitzer because they were using up stock.
Could be.
Especially with the James Bond pack.
So I suppose technically, it's only a Sinclair by name.
Yeah.
It's an Amstrad. Okay, so this is the part that we're interested in then, isn't it? That belt looks a bit...
Let's just pop him off. It's not a disaster, that belt. I mean, it's got a high spot on there, so...
Maybe it's been sitting in a long place for a while, hasn't it?
That's actually, you're right. Maybe we'll change it anyway.
Well,
if we've got one the same size, but feel that. See what you think.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it?
I know from other videos. I mean, that's actually spinning around very smoothly, actually. So maybe this isn't the problem. And this is well and truly in place. So what we've got here is this bit here can break off. This one looks okay. We can pop this bit off here, so this whole mechanism comes off, and you can then see what's going on underneath to get an idea of what's actually happening with it. All the grease is still there; it's all sort of flowing quite nicely.
Yeah, it's in pretty good condition, isn't it?
Maybe we just change the belt.
It's worth a go,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I don't like disturbing things that don't need to be disturbed. Don't lose that one, that's our reference.
That's the original.
And this is my very carefully repacked belt selection. Is that about right?
Yeah, that's not far off, is it?
I'll try and get one a little bit bigger than that.
But you don't want it to slip, do you?
No, but if it's too tight, it'll be a bit slow, won't it?
That's true.
What's this one? These are a little bit thinner, aren't they? That might be it. Tempted to try that one.
Okay, let's give it a go.
There's a little pulley groove under there. Yeah, that's got a little bit more about it. Yeah, that feels got a bit more grip on that.
Cool.
So it could be that this one, because it was in that position for all that time, is just slipping.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's pop the top back on. We don't have to screw it up, do we?
No.
And power it up and see what happens.
We've just put the lid loosely back on here, haven't we?
We have, yeah. So we've fitted a new belt because we think that could possibly it. So we're going to plug it in and find out. That's the only thing we can do, isn't it?
It's all we can do. I mean, if it is that, that's a nice little fix, isn't it?
Yes.
It's
dead
never
easy.
It's never that
never
easy.
That simple.
No.
Never ever that simple.
Go on, Rob. You do it. You've got the honours.
Oh God.
Oh hello. That's not a good sign, is it?
No.
So it was never going to be that simple.
Sadly, it wasn't that simple.
So maybe that thing. Maybe it's worth checking that thing under. I can hear something ticking again now.
So we're going to investigate this further.
So, Rob, what we've got here is, I think, a working tape deck.
It certainly seems to be.
It's not automatically stopping all the time.
Do you want to explain as to what you've actually done?
So off camera, because I was worried about little circlips, well, we both took part in this.
We were. It was very stressful.
This is an interesting mech, and actually I haven't seen this on another video, so we've had a fault which I don't think has been covered elsewhere, and bearing in mind I'm working live at the moment, so I don't want to touch anything. We know the little thing that breaks underneath is okay on us, so we've left that. We've put a new belt on it, which is just underneath here, driving the main flywheel and stuff. But actually these little idler gears are also taking up the drive for these little winders as well. And they all work fine, look. So you can do rewind, that's working okay, forward. But when you press play without taping, it was occasionally stopping, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Underneath here, you've got a face on this larger cog here. It's sprung loaded, and there's a little cog which is here. Luckily all these cogs have got all their teeth. Sometimes they crack and things, and this one seems to be okay. But there's a washer held in place between, so sandwich, a bit like a clutch on a car, which is driving. And of course, if there's too much force here, it allows the motor to carry on and not mash it all self together. So it's a sacrificial clutch, if you like.
Yeah.
The idea is it just maintains the right amount of torque to take the tape slack up and pull the tape through. Of course, if you don't have that going, and it didn't have this logical fail-safe, you just get. Do you remember like seeing tape all over the place where it just spews it out?
Yeah.
Because the capstan would still be
That's
going.
what the pencil's for.
Exactly. That is. And you remember doing this? So you could wind your tape on.
Yeah.
If there was ever a problem, because your mate's tape recorder.
Now that's something that kids this day and age do not appreciate.
They don't appreciate it. A Staedtler Norris pencil.
A lesson in patience.
and then realising it's actually snapped, and you've got to put a little bit of sticky tape.
Yes, you could get kits.
Repair kit.
Which would come with different coloured tapes, like leader tape.
Yeah.
I think I got one from Tandy.
Tandy, yeah, what happened to them? But yeah, I think what's happened here, there's some grease or something in there. So what we've done, Rob, isn't it? We've taken that apart, cleaned up the surfaces with isopropyl cleaner, put it back together again, and it seems to be okay.
It seems to be okay. So I suggest what we do now.
Just going to put that in again.
Is we
like a bit of live testing.
Match fishing.
Yeah, match fishing. Let's just
love match fishing.
The mechanism's all underneath. So now occasionally it does that little judder, but I can live with that. If it's
it seems to be getting better though.
It does, yeah. So I think with a bit of use, this would probably be okay.
So I think we need to get it back together and
test it, which is what we want to do, isn't
and
it?
test the actual.
Does it actually load a game?
Does it load a game?
Yeah.
So welcome back. We've got the Sinclair back together and we've got the game, and we have been trying to load it for
eternity,
a while. It's very hit and miss.
It is, yeah.
Which is kind of what it was like back in the day.
This is a real life experience, isn't it?
So
there's no sugarcoating with this, is there?
No, it is Russian roulette with a game, isn't it?
Go on, Rob. You've got the honours.
So
without further ado,
try it and see what happens then. But it is part. This is kind of what would happen in the 80s.
Well, you borrow a game from your mate, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And you come round and you go, well, it worked all right on my machine, and you put it in expecting to have the same results, and it would work.
Yeah.
And then you go, well, what's wrong with that then? So you try another game, wouldn't you? That one wouldn't work. And on the third set of tapes, it would finally go. But there'd be no rhyme nor reason to it.
No, they were never particularly reliable, were they? And you know, nowadays, of course, it's all instant, isn't it?
Oh, hang on.
But there we go.
That sounds all right.
Hopefully, it's.
So I know we have to stop the tape in a minute. So get ready.
I'm
Get ready.
Poised.
But it's. Oh, wait.
Wait, please
There we
wait.
go.
Sinclair Action Pack, please wait. Stop the
That's it.
tape.
Stop the tape.
Here we go, look. So we've got Sinclair Action Pack, Game 1 Rookie, Game 2 Robot Attack, Game 3 Bullseye.
3 games on this side, 3 games on the other side.
Yes.
6 games that are basically the same with different names.
Pretty much, yeah. So I assume...
Do you go for the second one, Robot
I'm just
Attack?
going to point it and see what happens. I've selected Game 1.
Start the tape.
Start the tape.
So you've got to wait another 45
We
minutes.
can go and grab a cuppa and we'll catch you when it's loaded.
Look,
Well, hey!
there we go, written by Peter Goff for Software Creations 89.
Pull the trigger to begin. Oh, hello. Top 10 shooters. 'Tis but a scratch.
Gonna say.
That's a line from... it's Monty Python lines.
It's a Monty Python, he's but a scratch. Look at that.
It's only a flesh wound. You're a loony.
Yeah. Go and boil your bottom.
That's quite cool, actually, because whoever did this, obviously a Monty Python fan.
Bit of a fan.
And has incorporated it in the game, which is very cool.
You're fooling yourself. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you can
Amazing, yeah.
see someone's sense of humour coming out through the game.
That is pretty cool. I like that. Right, shall we pull the trigger?
Let's play the game. Let's play the game.
Here we go.
Easy.
Easy. If I'm pointing it the right... There we go.
Here we go. He's pointing it easy.
What am I supposed to do? Just shoot... Oh, there you go. You shoot the target.
Shoot the targets. Yeah, the coins. Like, do you actually know which way you're shooting?
Sort of, yeah. I'm hitting them.
The points are going up anyway. Shots counting down.
Well, I think you've got to shoot the duck. There's like a duck or something. There it goes there.
Any special technique there, Rob?
Not really. I am actually using the sight. I'm not hitting the duck though.
Have you qualified yet? You've got 14, I think.
Well done, round clear. Your score is now 8,190. Is that good?
Come on, I'm gonna have a go. Give it here.
So now it's Matt's turn.
I won't be any good at this, Rob. I'm going to go two-handed. Right. Trying to hit that bird.
I know, it's yeah.
Oh. Okay.
What do you think of it then?
I have to say, I think I'm going to get bored quite quickly. That's right. Game over.
Oh look. You were 6, I was 5th.
Do you know what? You'll be happy with that.
I'm happy with
I have
that.
to say, it was only 600, no, less than that. 560 points behind you.
We have established then that it now works.
It works.
And we can give it back to Frank,
Yes.
who will enjoy it for probably about 10 minutes.
If that, really. If you can get a game to load.
Yeah. So, yeah, but
It's working okay.
It's working okay.
I have to say, we've taken it from a point where it wasn't working before, and we've got it to play a game, which was the objective.
Yeah.
And actually, it's quite cool to introduce these things to the younger generation as well, isn't it? So he can look at it and go, "Oh, it's an antique. You know, it's not as good as my Nintendo Switch."
But the thing is, without this,
You can see where it's come from.
Nintendo Switches, etc., probably wouldn't exist.
Exactly.
It's all part of the story of the computer technology, you know, over the years.
for a lot of people, this would have been their, well, certainly for me and you, the first home computer as well.
Yeah.
It come down to a price where it was available to the masses.
Yeah.
And Sinclair and then latterly Amstrad brought that to the people, and obviously the rest is history.
So if you enjoyed watching this video, then please like and subscribe to our channel.
We've really enjoyed this one, Rob, and we'd like to do some more. But we're actually not computer experts. We just took this one apart. We've got it working again. We've enjoyed it. But if you've got any comments or anything that you want to add, it might help us with a future video. So we'd love to hear from you.
And if you've got any suggestions of things that we might be able to look at, then please post it in the comments. See you next time.
Thanks for watching.